Excellent. Well, before we get started this morning, I do have something I want to talk with you all about, and that is our transition that we're going through now from going from phase one into phase two. As many of you know, we've been working for some time trying to get to the point where we can go from phase one into phase two of our OFH recovery plan, and now is the time where we're ready to do that. And as we're doing it, I do want to share with you some of the heart behind what we're going into, because this is a challenging transition for us. And for many of us, we're still not going to be ready to go ahead and do that. So we will be transitioning from our current state of phase one, which we've been in now for, gosh, it's been about 4 months now that we've actually been doing things this way. So we've been here in 4 months, and now we're going into phase two, which is going to allow us to have some outdoor special services, as well as some outdoor small gatherings in one another's yards for ministry purposes. So whether that's small groups or if it's ministries that are wanting to get together, we're now opening that up starting tomorrow, Monday, after we send out the detailed instructions that we're going to be putting forward out on our website and letting you know through emails and text messages to go out and look at those materials, because there will be some specific things that are in those materials. But just to give you a quick overview, some of the ways that we're going about doing this, as far as our environment that we're trying to prepare together, has really taken into consideration a lot of the feedback that we got from you guys from our survey, which was really geared towards internal services, but helping us understand how much of our population is a vulnerable population and what this is going to look like going in. So we've really not rushed into this, as I know you can see, and even as we're stepping into it, we're going to be stepping into it lightly, which that means for us, we are going to be doing social distancing. It means that we're going to be wearing masks. It means that we're going to also have a no-touch environment. I know many of us are ready to be hugging, handshaking, fist bumping, things like that. I'm personally have been pretty good with doing some elbow bumps, but we're going to be really taking a light step into this, and we're going to start our phase two with a no-touch environment. So smiling and waving, even smiling behind a mask, but waving, talking to each other is really the level of greeting that we're going to be operating under. And I'd ask that even if you're more comfortable with more contact than that, please recognize that there are going to be many of us that are willing to come, but are really not ready to have that type of contact yet. So in creating an environment that's safe for us, but also a place where we can actually see each other, we can actually worship together, we can actually be together in the presence of the Lord is a big deal for us. But we want to make sure that that environment is a welcoming environment for anybody who would be willing to come. Now, we're setting up spaces for people to come for a worship service, or even potentially to gather in one another's yards. But that doesn't mean that you're under any obligation to come. I just really want to emphasize, if you're still not ready to come out for whatever reasons those are, they're personal for all of us. We're all approaching this from different degrees of comfort and security and health levels. So really, whatever the reasons are, it's fine. Do not feel obligated to come. We would like for you to come, but we want you to come when you're willing and able to do that. So please hear our heart when we're stepping into this. We're excited to move in this direction, because I know many of us have been meeting privately during this time, but this is going to give us an opportunity to begin to meet corporately. So we're excited to be doing that. So the details are going to come out about that. Now, when I shared about face masks, just really quick, face masks for our outdoor service that's going to be coming up on Wednesday, the 22nd of July, so 2 Wednesdays from now, at 6:30 p.m. It's going to be out on the back lawn of the church. We are asking for you to be social distanced. We are asking you to bring your own chair, your own water, things like that. It's probably going to be pretty warm. But we would like you to wear face masks. In particular, when we are kind of milling about and getting to our seats and interacting with one another, when we're worshiping, wearing face masks. When we're doing sermon or a message like that, when you're seated, you can take your face mask off. You're going to be socially distanced. We're comfortable with that. You can also choose to have your face mask on. It's totally fine. But that's really the procedures that we're working through with that. Again, face mask, social distancing, and we do want to ensure that we have a no-touch environment. I also want to say that when we're doing the service at church, we're going to be reserving the lower parking lot space for folks that want to come but aren't ready to come out into the lawn with everybody else. We have a radio transmitter, so we will be able to broadcast what we're doing there. So if you'd like to be able to sit down there in your car, in your air conditioning, and see the speaker and or folks that are doing the worship services, you can sit there and still be part of that and be able to see others. So we're going to be reserving that space, and we ask that anybody who's going to be going down to the lawn, that you would park in some of the other spaces in our parking lot. So this is the big changes that I want to share with you. Like I said, we are edging into this, and we're edging into it lightly. Phase 2 could be here for a while, and so we may shift as we go through it, but this is how we're starting off. So if you're going to be coming to the service, we ask that you please just be respectful of where other people are at. And we look forward to seeing you there. We hope that you're going to be able to come out and be there with us. So now with that, I'm going to get started into my message.